Going into game number 3, tied 1-1.
Discord SC says that the syrup is awesome in Canada, but they need some improvement on their waffles. That's too bad.
Yep. By the way, but we got ketchup chips, and they are tasty.
Ketchup
That
chips
does
are good.
sound good.
I don't know. I don't actually know what ketchup chips are.
I don't know,
Like,
maybe-
are they like potato chips that are flavored like ketchup?
Chips that had the ketchup already in them, or some people call fries chips. Also,
That's true.
So it could be
So-
our French fries, which it seems like in Canada,
Canada, is that what they call it?
French fries would be just normal fries. But anyway, as we have this game going down here in the lower right-hand corner, wearing the yellow trunks, it is our champion for the last game, Semper.
In the top left corner, representing Team Complexity's Academy and a Protoss player, it is Continue.
So I didn't pick the right person, but I picked the right race.
You sure did, and I picked completely wrong because I didn't say a race and just said a person.
There you go.
Silly
So
me.
You got to give yourself
I had to have at least a 30
out at least.
Yeah, 33% chance as opposed to like a 1 in 12.
Improve your chances. We'll trade Finnish licorice for keyboard. Well, it must be some pretty darn good licorice.
It better be.
Is that licorice shiny that you can adjust your hair in it as well? Don't think so.
If it's black licorice, it might be.
Well, it doesn't mean it's shiny. It could be matte finish licorice.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
So anyway, Barracks coming down for Semper. Interested to see. We haven't seen that many Protoss players so far, just a few, but when we have, it has been a PvT. I don't always choose Protoss, which is a lie because I do, but when I do, I choose PvT.
Okay, we need to get some more food in you.
Need some NOS now,
Oh, is that what it is?
or generic energy drink entrance here.
We are looking for more sponsors, energy drink, wink wink. Anyway,
Double gas down, gateway about to finish, one pylon down. Will we see any proxiness out of Continue? It doesn't look like it, but if we do, there'll be a probe heading out right after the cyber core goes down. But looks like a SCV going to be headed out. Oh, just interesting from Semper here. Just started the supply depot to keep out any scouts. So does that tell us that he's going to be doing something shenanigrous? Or
he does have a decent amount of minerals in the bank, but I do kind of doubt that we're going to see anything silly.
not a proxy pylon going down, but we'll call it a remote pylon out in the back 40 of his base over here.
And I actually really like this play because if a SCV only just gets into your base and darts around a little bit, then they can't always tell. Well, I guess the second pylon is right in the mineral line, but it can be difficult to see. You can trick your opponent based on what your pylon number is in your base.
Yeah, but
that SCV is going to see
down
it.
here to see it.
Yep. So he's going to know about that, and he's going to you're trying to trick me.
Yep, so he knows with that there is no proxiness going down because it's physically impossible at that point with that many pylons in your base. So he's going to go ahead and put down a command center, as this is a fairly large map. Lots of space thrown around. There's a lot of SCVs busily at work here at the front.
And that stalker does go to the base of the ramp, trying to see if there's any shenaniganry from that SCV as well. And the mothership core is heading across the map to try and do some shenaniganry of its own.
I think if we did a word map of today's cast, shenaniganry would be like huge, right in the middle.
I like that word. It's probably not even a word, but
Did you catch my shenanigrous?
Oh,
the act of being shenanigan.
We are like false dictionaries up in here. At least we're not using
literally does mean figuratively now,
according to the dictionary. So these stalkers are going to be hanging out on this ramp in such a fashion that not much is going to be able to get by them.
Quick factory from Semper, so I'd like to see a mine coming out as we do.
And there's a quick blink coming down from Continue, and he's just doing that in the base. So that would be why those stalkers are trying to prevent anything from getting in. Probe heading over to try and put down a pylon.
There's definitely going to be a pylon, and it's putting it down right at the would-be third base. The mothership core scoping itself in. Oh, it is going to get maybe this.
Oh, he's got to be careful here. There's 4 Marines chasing it down, and the shields do go down with a few hull hits. About halfway hull.
He did not have to use that time warp, as he definitely didn't want to. Oh, but okay. He definitely didn't want to use that. Did that SCV see this pylon? No, it's impossible because it's not even built yet.
But there is a mine.
Mine.
Yeah, so that's going to be a sad day if
I think actually the
blown
fact
up
that
there.
he brought the mothership core in there like that prompted Semper to put this mine down. But
I mean, even if I think it was specifically to just try and hit the mothership, but it does have the dual utility of taking out these stalkers if they choose to blink into that
This is actually
location.
going to be kind of funny as the stalkers blink right up here if they get hit by a mine shot before they even get in there, because Semper does have.
It looks like
quite
he's
a few
expecting
mines.
this push, though. I mean, look at all those SCVs, look at all those Marines, and they are gonna.
He does see that mothership core continuing to poke up there, and you know exactly what.
Oh, he's
that's
baiting
about.
that mine shot.
Whoa, Allegation. That mine did not do any damage. That is amazing control from Continue.
I love that trick. You see that every once in a while, and it is great use of blink. It does kind of show your hand a little bit, but hey, if you got that many stalkers and a mothership there, you can kind of expect what's going to happen anyway.
Yep, so now he's deciding to go right for the front. Not going to get anything down in this bunker as there is a ton of SCVs there. But he does, oh, nice. Wow, Continue's micro is amazing as he's targeting down his SCVs and blinking back his stalkers as they get damaged. So he is getting quite a bit of damage done, even though he isn't getting into the base.
Oh, but there's that tank. And
That tank.
That tank. So that's going to put a stop to that somewhat. And those stalkers are getting a little bit low on health. Some of them, anyway.
The last player we saw do a blink build like that, it ended up not going so well, but it looks like Continue is actually teching out of it. Very smart play here as he's just using this to contain Semper and putting down a Templar Archives behind it. Oh, great play. He's going to get this bunker down, and those Marines are going to go out. He's staying right out of the range of that tank, too.
Yep, and so this orbital command is going to be under threat. The SCVs are running back into the range of the tank, but the tank does unsiege. Trying to re-siege on the tank. Oh, great blink to snipe that tank. Does get it down.
Wow, the control of Continue is blowing my mind right now, Gallegation.
He is playing very strong, and Semper's got to be feeling a little bit anxious at the moment.
I gotta say, if Huck is top 3 control, he's definitely top 2 right now. Oh, nice
Oh
blink
my
into the main base,
goodness.
evading all of those Marines. And now Blink is gonna have cooldown again, so he's gonna be able to just walk on through here, get some SCV kills, and blink right back out. But there's a mine there.
Wow. And Blink's out of the range of that mine. The mine hasn't gone off yet, but it doesn't need to.
I'm speechless right now.
This is just incredible play. Continues getting so much done with these stalkers.
But let's be honest, Semper is getting a lot of Marines down. But, you know, to be honest, what this is doing is it's forcing Marines out of him. And with Templar Archives coming down behind it, if he follows up with Storm, which he does, it just now comes down. Oh, he's got eyes of a genius seeing those mines out there.
Yep, he is. I mean, and this is a map that it can be a little bit easier to spot where the mines are. Oh, a little bit too clumped up there to get Blink out of that mine range. SCV's being pulled forward, trying to tank for the Marines as they're trying to get as much damage done to these stalkers as they can. But the Blink micro is too strong, does lose a stalker there.
20 workers killed for Continue. That is a lot of SCVs. And there is a stalker hanging out at the ramp, too. Nothing, just out of range of those. I don't think you can actually see up there to shoot those, but just out of range there. So, I mean, wow, Continue putting the epic lockdown on Semper, which this stalker is basically just not allowing him to expand, but now he's going to come up and take down these supply depots to supply block Semper.
And that is going to be a huge detriment to Semper's ability to defend this. He is just running out of units. He's running out of economy.
And look at the tech that Continue is doing behind this. This is what's blowing my mind about this. Now he's going to have Storm done just starting Zealot charge, so by the time Semper pushes this away, he's going to have charge lots, Storm, and Archons in his.
And continue backing off just long enough for Semper to feel safe to try and move his orbital command out again. He does not get it landed, and now all the SCVs are being pulled again trying to zone some of that damage away from the Marines as there aren't very many left. He's got to get those SCVs on that orbital command to get it repaired, and they do make it. But Continue coming in again for another push. That mine has to burrow. It is not burrowed. It's moving forward, trying to get down, and does burrow.
Oh, wow, that blink. I'm not sure if the damage actually got off on there, but the fact that he has the reaction time to be able to blink back after the mine fires.
Yep.
Oh, big tank shot.
Yep, and he is in the range of that tank now, so he's got to be super careful. He's losing a lot of stalkers here now as they were very low health, and he doesn't appear to be paying attention now.
I think he just wanted to take that tank. I mean, he's been taking down the tech infrastructure of Semper, sniping a couple medevacs, sniping all the tanks he's ever had so far. He does not have a tank on the field at this point, and you know, just keeping that down because those are the things that will thwart his future tech path here.
It is indeed. There are 2 High Templar on the field now, and they are sitting back in the main. It looks like they're going to be walking their way across the map now.
These stalkers still just hanging out here to possibly see if Semper ends up loading up those medevacs to move across the map. And if he sees it and has a good reaction to blink, which obviously from what we've seen he does, it doesn't take much to take out one of those medevacs. But it looks like he's gonna have High Templar moving across the field now.
I'm not sure why he was blinking back at his natural and then walking them across the map when he has that pylon right there, but it is very close to his opponent's base, and now he's choosing to warp in there, so another High Templar goes there.
Possible that maybe he was doing that just because he didn't want to take, but those medevacs do poke out there, see the stalkers. He didn't want to take everything away from his base right away, not knowing if Semper had loaded up a drop or something.
That's fair. He does have cannons in his mineral lines in preparation for any sort of drop.
Here comes the storms.
And those bunkers are not yet finished. They do just finish, and the storm down on the bunker that's being repaired, oh my goodness. All of that falls down, and another storm right on top of his zealots. He doesn't even care. Is going to get that bunker down again, and there's the GG.
That was a fantastically executed PVT from Continue. That control was absolutely insane. I mean, that was definitely a practice build where we saw previously Blink Stalker all in, basically. That was, I would say, almost as powerful of a Blink Stalker push with the tech behind it, too.
Yeah, that was a very great play. He was, and part of that ability to be able to tech out of that was the fact that he was playing so economically with those stalkers. He wasn't losing them. He was doing a lot of damage and getting them out. So when you don't have to resupply the stalkers as often, you can have money to do whatever you want back at home. And sure enough, he is teching out of the stalkers. He's teching into High Templar, and then he's able to do huge storm damage.